My brother-in-law is the reason why my husband left me. I don't know what to do now. I met my brother-in-law at uni. He asked me out in our first year, and I refused. He called me the C word and that I am shallow. My best friend told me that it was harmless comment from a drunken guy who got rejected. I never thought myself shallow. It was his demeanor and awkwardness that was off-putting to me. Anyway, he proved my friend right, and other than these comments, I have never felt uncomfortable during my uni years because he never bothered me again. Not even looked my way. Next time I met him was when my baby sister F28 introduced him as her BF. I didn't even recognize him at first because it was like 9 to 10 years since that day he talked to me. He was visibly annoyed that I didn't recognize him and called me a liar. The family was skeptical at first about him, but he seemed to treat my sister right, and she seemed happy. He is very rich, taking her all over the world, and he seemed kind with his too. They got married after a year of dating. They have 3 children. I met my now ex-him 45 years ago, and the only odd comment from my brother-in-law was that I was still as shallow and superficial as I was in uni. At the time, I took it as a joke, but in hindsight, when I found out the truth and started thinking back looking for red flags, this was probably a big one. He never showed any signs that he disliked my husband, and he was always decent enough, and his indifference to have a close friendship with my husband, and I didn't seem odd because he was always a recluse. A year ago, my husband came home and accused me of cheating, and he had evidence. The guy contacted him, and he had nudes, etc. of me on his phone. The guy told my husband that he didn't know at first that I was married, but as soon as he found out, he contacted my now ex. He even apologized to my husband. I've never met this guy in my life. Nothing I said or did made my husband believe me. He left me, and our divorce is pending. Then yesterday, that guy contacted me. He apologized for what he did and told me that he is friends with my brother-in-law. He sent me endless conversations my brother-in-law had about me for years. He has never forgotten that I, in his words, didn't even give him a chance and only judged him by his looks. He called me C in that chat. Both groups chats with his friends, but mostly with this guy. They planned this attack, and my brother-in-law somehow got access to my photos. The reason this guy contacted me now is that he felt guilty because even when my marriage is over, my brother-in-law still was angry and hateful, especially when he heard that I was on a date last weekend. So the friend felt that I didn't help his friend, but ruined innocent people's lives. Not sure what to do. My brother-in-law has actually been happier and more sociable than usual since my divorce, and now I know why, although first I thought he felt sorry and wanted to support me. His jokes about me ending up an old maid with cats as companions don't sound like jokes anymore. He meant them. I don't want to ruin my sister's life. She's very happy with her husband. I'm not sure either if I can with her husband. I'm not sure if I should tell my ex or not. I'm very heartbroken that he didn't believe me. Love him very much. He is the love of my life, but I'm not sure if I can forgive him for not believing me. But he is a victim in this too, so maybe he needs to know for closure. I'm so terribly sad and hurt. I'm sorry this post got very long. Update. My brother-in-law is the reason why my husband divorced me. I'm sorry that I've been gone for too long, and I'm overwhelmed by the support that you have given me here. Some of you still asking about me. I don't know where to start. I have been in constant pain and stress about everything that happened, but my brother-in-law is now exposed to everyone about what he did to me. For those of you who think he is in love with me, he isn't. He very much hates my guts and has done since the day I rejected him. Hate is also a driving force and not only love. So for the stupid users that I would like to call losers who made fun of me about me, bragging about a man not being over me in 20 years, that is not it. If this is bragging, then you're actually very sick in the head. Unfortunately, I was sent these comments from a different sub about updates. What bunch of losers. I was in constant fear that my brother-in-law will be hurting my sister because of me, and I am not certain if he will. But that was the only reason I have been apathetic. I wasn't sure what the right step was with people like him. He has hidden his hatred so well for so long. So what more is he capable of? I didn't want my sister and her children to be the collateral damage. That's why I've been careful. I am sorry to disappoint you by not being the strong bad bitch. I have other priorities. My sister and I finally talked. I love her and her children very much. She seemed just very hurt and questioning her entire marriage, and who can blame her? I tried the baby steps approach. I wanted her to know I was there for her, and I was honest with her about my worries about her and her children with a man like him. It worked for a while, and I was being hopeful, but something changed, and it probably had to do with her husband giving her an ultimatum. Divorce or cut your family off. She chose her marriage. It broke my parents and me, but I don't think we could do anything about it. It is her own choice, even if we believe it is coerced. But maybe there's this little chance that she knows him better than we do. There's the little hope that he is a better person toward his family. I am clinging on to that hope. She wrote us telling us to forget she and her children existed and that they will take legal action if we ever tried to contact them. Brother-in-law deleted all his social media accounts, and his friends apparently all want nothing to do with him. I have heard he is planning on leaving the city because everyone knows what he did now and he's having a hard time with it. He barely leaves the house, and he has been shamed, even at work. My ex-husband and I are moving on with the divorce. I don't blame him for believing the rumors, but at the same time I wish he knew me better like I thought he did. That I would never do such a thing and cheat on him. I am so sorry that he moved back for me, and probably was hoping we could give it another chance, but I can't. He has apologized so many times and said so many times that he never truly believed the rumors, but I've started to think that our marriage wasn't strong enough to overcome a rumor. It is nobody's fault, but I thought our love was stronger than it actually was. I think we both thought that. I have started dating a new guy a few weeks before all this started, after over a year of me not even being able to leave bed. He has seen all of this unfolding, and he's been very patient and supportive. I think I have a real shot at happiness now. At least he knows everything and is well prepared in case my brother-in-law isn't done with me yet. Thank you for reading all this. And thank you again for being there for me. I'm not on speaking terms with my sister and even my parents. I have moved to another city to start over. Update. Hi. I can't believe you guys are still DMing me on almost weekly basis to ask about my situation with my sister and ex-husband. I am so sorry for not answering you, but I have not been here since in almost 2 years now. Here is my update. I have moved away. It was the best thing I could do for my sanity. This was after my BIL cornered me after work one day, demanding that we would talk. He would not let my arm go, and I even had blue mark on my wrist from where he held me that I felt terrified and started crying. He asked me to take everything back because he is losing his reputation and people are calling him a creep and an incel, and to give him a chance to talk because I never given him a chance because I am AC. A colleague called the police, but nothing happened afterwards. I reported harassment, and it was dismissed. There was no ground for PO either. My sister wants nothing to do with me. She has also participated in saying that I did cheat, and I guess she's saving face with her husband. My parents weren't allowed to talk to her at first, but now they have a good relationship again, under the condition that they cut me off, which they did. I don't blame them. She has her children, and honestly she and her children are in more need for protection than me. I haven't seen my mom in about a year. I miss my sister, her children, and my parents, but that's that. My ex-husband and I have finalized our divorce. It was the best decision for us, even though my BIL won. He didn't win though. He is still hateful and bitter. I told him and my sister that whatever happens to me will never be enough for his ego, because he will always be angry that he never had me. This was what made my sister block me for good and my parents to take her side. I don't blame them. Now I'm living in a new city with my BF. I have no contact with any of my family. My ex said that I ruined his life. I hope he forgives me too, but I never ruined anything on purpose. I'm starting to find happiness again. My new job is amazing, and I still have my friends back home on top of the new friends I made here. My BF is amazing, supporting me in all of this. His family has become my family, and they took me in with open arms. We live closer to them now. BIL has never tried to contact or talk to or about me again. I guess all is well now.